Morning, brothers and sisters. Derek Cronin, Chad Millspaw. He is the newly appointed chair of our education committee. Wanted to jump on here. He has a couple things that he wants to talk about, and I've got a couple little short updates on what's going on in the near future. So with that, I will go ahead and turn it over to Chad.
Thank you, Brother Derek. The education committee has been basically meeting, and we've been coming up with some ideas, and we're planning on putting out videos this year to try to help educate the membership, go over some things, let people know what's going on, try to keep people in the loop, and also to help educate the membership on what's going on. So one thing that I know we wanted to bring up now is this is contract year. As everyone remembers, back in 2019, we actually did go out on strike. Now, the UAW has only went out on strike 17% of the time. So the chances are not high, but guess what? Last time it happened. So what we want to make sure is that everyone is prepared. So whenever the negotiators go in to negotiate, they know that, hey, my membership is able to stay out as long as we need to be able to get what we need at the bargaining table, okay? And that's very key for the bargainers to know that. And I can actually explain that a little bit from when I was the chairman. When we went to Black Lake, one of the questions they asked was this, hey, raise the hands, how many people can be out for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month? And as the time went higher, the hands started dropping, okay? So what we're trying to do is basically, get out early and let everyone know, hey, start saving back money. So whenever we do get to that point, whether we do or we don't, have that money set aside. That way you're not scrounging around for money and not hurting. So we just got a record profit sharing check. And I know in my case, hey, I'd like to be able to save back the whole thing. Is there some of it that I did save back? Absolutely. And that's really what we're trying to do is hey, look, you got this money now, try to save it back because you may need it later. And then if you don't use it, hey, you can buy where it is you want to, go on a family vacation, buy a new vehicle, whatever it is, you've got that money there. But at least you have it just in case we do go out on strike. And we just don't know. You don't know how it's going to affect, with the negotiators, but being prepared is the absolute essential thing that we need to do. So that is what our message is to basically get everyone prepared for a strike. And that starts now. The earlier preparation for it, the better. So that's one thing that I know the Education Committee wanted to bring up. And we're going to have different members in here that will be participating and doing videos. So you're going to see more folks from the Education Committee doing these videos and different faces. And we would love to have more people involved. So if you're interested in being in, on the Education Committee, get a hold of me, get a hold of Derek. We hold meetings, and like I said, we want ideas. So on what we can do to help educate our membership. One other thing that I want to touch on that Chairman Moore has brought up at the past two union meetings is about basically members telling on each other. Okay, we as union folks should not be telling on each other. Okay, management writes people up enough as it is. We do not need to help them do that. So if you're telling on someone, you're part of the problem, okay? That is not a good UAW person, okay? We need to be good, solid UAW people. We do not tell on each other, okay? But that is definitely something that should not be happening here. Unfortunately, we do have some folks that are doing that. Just want to put it out there to everyone, hey, let's don't do that. That's not something that is a good union person to do that. Like I said, this is very general, and we're just trying to get the message out to folks on what's going on. I've only got a couple things that I just went over, but we are going to have more videos moving forward. And like I said, if you want to be on Education Committee or another committee, definitely get with Derek. And we're looking for more members on the Education Committee, just like every other committee that we have out there. I know that they're looking for more involvement. This is a good time to do it. Get involved. Get involved in your union. Don't just pay dues. Something else that I'm going to bring up is how many union meetings have you been to? Okay, how many can you say that I went to last year? How many have you been in the last 5 years? Okay, this is where you get to go out and you get to ask questions of your elected officials, what's going on in the plan. If you got concerns, that's where you bring them up, okay? Then they can help address it. So that's something else that we're going to be bringing up about how important it is to at least go to some union meetings. We don't expect you to go to all of them, but going to union meetings is important. Yeah. You know, it also shows your leadership, you know, hey, we do care. We are a part of a union. We want to have that information. And then you have that interaction with your elected officials. So something else just keep in mind when it comes to trying to educate people. Hey, get out there, go to union meetings, be involved in your union because we need involvement. You know, that's what makes your union strong is union involvement. That's all I have for now. Brother Derek, I know you got a few things to add, and I want to thank you for letting us do these videos, and I know we're going to do more moving in the future.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Brother Chad. Definitely a good message. So, yeah, if you guys are interested in joining the Education Committee or any one of the other committees that we got going, we are at a very healthy place right now with our committees. We've got chairs for all of the committees, and we've got active people, new people, different people with different ideas that are going to expand what we do and not only be helpful to the local membership, but also to the community as well. Okay, and that is a big part of what we do as a union. So please feel free to reach out to me if you want to get on education. You can also reach out to Chad. Again, love the ideas. Want as many people as we can get involved. So we're coming to the end of Black History Month, and I wanted to touch on something kind of paired with education. There's a big reason why we celebrate, and as a union, we support those efforts. Is one of our founding fathers, Walter Reuther, he saw a solid friendship with Dr. Martin Luther King. And he also saw that the union activity didn't just stop at the plant doors. He saw it as a social movement, that the union in what they provide in the form of equality can also be spread to society as a whole. So that's one of the big reasons why if you were to Google Martin Luther King images, you would see probably every fourth one, he's standing next to Walter Reuther. Okay, so I want to say thank you to the Civil and Human Rights Committee for all of their efforts in trying to raise that awareness and help us celebrate Black History Month. And as we finish up this one, we're going to be going into Women's History Month as well. So more things will be coming out, more education, more involvement. But just that quick note about Black History Month as we wrap up the month of February. Couple of things, some business ends. Union meetings are next week, next Thursday. We will also be conducting the vote at those meetings for our next election committee. So come out to the union meetings. I know there's plenty to talk about. There's a lot of chatter on the floor, things that are going on. Feel free to come out, ask those questions, and cast your vote for the election committee. We are also, everybody's aware that there's language on the floor right now for the AWS schedule in CSS. We are working right now to set up that vote, which will take place in the plant on Thursday. Going to have an official posting out today, so everyone's aware. We're going to try to cover all 3 shifts, make sure everybody has the chance to vote, but that will happen this Thursday. So just keep an eye out for that official posting. It'll be in the plant, it'll be through mass text message, and it will also be up on our Facebook page. So that's all for now. Looking forward to more videos, Education Committee, other committees. But for now, we'll see you on the floor. That's all there.